What is up, everybody? It's your boy Verse T here today. We're gonna talk about the IGN reviewer once again because he has officially responded to people's backlash or calling him out because of the 7 out of 10 Starfield score. Now, once again, I don't care that this guy gave this game a 7, but it is a point to an extent where it's like you gotta say, hey, is the dude biased? Because he has a lot of anti-Xbox tweets out there. At least like 8 to 10 that people popped up. So people calling it out. I just don't like the gaslighting from these people in the gaming community, like these big figures in the gaming community, like this guy. I don't know if this is the same guy as this. I'm not even being funny because he looks kind of similar to this guy. Like maybe this is an older version. I don't know if this is the same guy. I think somebody asked him once, is this the same person? Did he play? Is he an actor? And then he said, never heard about this guy. So, I can't really tell. You can't really detect sarcasm through a tweet or whatever. So, I don't know if this is the same person, but he looks very identical. And he has a big following in the gaming community. So, like, I kind of think, like, is this the same guy? I don't really know, to be honest. But this guy chimed in about it. He said, let's see IGN recent reviews on Xbox games. Then list the Xbox games that scored high scores. Then he says, please don't harass journalists. They just didn't enjoy Starfield as much. There's no conspiracy. So I do agree with the first part, don't harass journalists, because it was not that serious. But people can still call these people out, though. Like, we're not going to try to escape people getting called out for this nonsense. Like, IGN is one of the biggest outlets in the gaming community. And this is like, guys, he's like one of the high positions at IGN, like the head reviewer or something like that. So why can't people call this guy out? They think he's biased. I don't see why that's a big issue. But he's saying that there's no conspiracy. So when he posted this, people kept posting like the different anti-Xbox tweets this guy was making. So I went over a lot of these yesterday, so I'm not going to read a lot of these other ones that went over yesterday, but it was a new one I didn't see before. Yeah, this is the one I didn't see this one yesterday. Xbox made an official tweet saying Xbox is a great way to play Xbox, and he states it's also the worst possible way to play Xbox. And there's several other tweets, like at least like 7 to 10 tweets about this guy just trashing Xbox, being completely against the Activision Blizzard acquisition, the Activision Bethesda acquisition. He was completely against that, so it doesn't make any sense for somebody who's so outspoken being against these acquisitions to be reviewing a game that was recently acquired by Xbox. That doesn't make any sense, but as usual, this is a term I made up. The lunch and photo group of gamers in the gaming community have to chime in that everything is awesome. They don't want to ruffle any feathers whatsoever. And it's like, I'm so tired of these people. Like, if you want to be like everything's awesome, then don't chime in onto this controversy at all. Like, you want to be like everything is awesome, we don't want to ruffle any feathers. Don't chime into this discussion. Don't gaslight people by saying, hey, there's no conspiracy. There's no bias at all. You guys are just angry for no reason. It was like, really? You mean to tell me that people posted several anti-Xbox tweets this guy did, and there's like no, you just like, hey, there's just nothing nefarious going on at all. Like, really? Once again, don't harass this guy. I agree with that, but it's like, I don't like the gaslighting either, to be honest. And it's like, we had this one guy. Sure, you have evidence, but I still think IGN is biased. I only trust reviews from non-biased outlets like Xbox Addict, Xbox Era, etc. So she was making a joke right there, and it's like, DualShockers gave the game a high score too. So it's like, just because they're an Xbox outlet doesn't mean they have to enjoy every Xbox game that's ever made. So I just don't like the gaslighting and the corny jokes from the people in the gaming community, who are most likely to be, like I said, photo and lunch gamers, where they take these photo ops with Phil Spencer, Jim Ryan. They probably don't care about the guy from Nintendo, to be honest, the person from Nintendo, but Todd Howard, etc. And they go to dinner with these guys. It's like, if you're part of that committee who just wants to take a photo and get lunch with these executives, then don't chime in. It's like these everything is awesome from that Lego movie type of characters. They just want to be like, everything's awesome, we were super positive. Then don't chime in onto the controversy, to be honest. It's like, if that's your personality you're trying to portray, then don't chime in. But yeah, let's see what this guy officially stated back to people. So he gave scores of all these games that happened before the Xbox acquisition of these major companies like Bethesda and Activision King. Well, Activision King's still ongoing, but Bethesda. So I don't really count this like this is my previous Xbox games I reviewed. I gave them pretty good scores, so I'm not biased against Xbox guys. I don't buy into this BS, to be honest. This is like a good scapegoat to use because these are games that happened way before the acquisition started to happen at Xbox. So it's like whatever. Because most of the tweets started happening when it's like Xbox started acquiring these big studios. So I don't know. I also like Tim Dog. Tim Dog will call out the BS, and he still gets the photo and dinners with these executives, and he still calls out the BS. Unlike some of these other people who want just the photo ops and the dinners, but they don't want to ruffle any feathers. That just annoys me, and especially the gaslight. People want to make you think like you're just a conspiracy theorist or you're just crazy. When it's like this dude posted like several anti-Xbox tweets. People literally made articles about this bias thing against Starfield. People literally want this game to flop for whatever reason. Like there's people legit have a vendetta against Bethesda or Xbox in general. So, but this guy states. You had some stupid comments about Xbox, and you also said how much you hate the Bethesda deal. I don't think you personally docked the game, but maybe went into the game with the wrong set. Also, like the space, the Super Forza tweet by IGN official account. This tweet, yeah. Then there's been other reviewers who reviewed this game who stated that 7 out of 10 is just bonkers for this game. Like, I haven't played the game yet myself. I'm going to wait for the official release. I'm going to try to avoid the FOMO for right now and just wait for the official release on the 5th or 6th. So, but people who have played this game and reviewed the game as well are saying this guy's crazy with the 7 out of 10 score. But once again, it is people's opinions about it, so whatever. But people going to call out. Like, if I say that, etc., that Last of Us is a 4 out of 10. Ghost of Tsushima was a 3 out of 10. Spider-Man 2018 is a 4 out of 10. The Spider-Man that was multi-plat before the PS4 era was 10 out of 10 games. The Gotham game that even came out was 10 out of 10. And people are going to question, like, hey, I don't really question your credibility on reviewing games at that point. Likewise with us. Like, he was reviewing, like, Watch Dogs higher than, let me see. Somebody had a list of stuff he reviewed higher than, yeah, Weird West, Midnight Suns, Watch Dogs Legion, Rage 2, City of Decay, Just Cause 4. Higher games than Starfield. Like, come on. Like, are we serious? You're not really like Midnight Suns, but out of these games, like, really? You rated these games higher than Starfield. Like, it's like, your credibility is definitely questioned at that point, but these are just my thoughts about this. Once again, it's, at the end of the day, it's people's opinions, but it is, you kind of got to side out somebody when they got multiple anti-Xbox tweets, and it's like people call you out, and the whole gaming lunch and photo op community wants to gaslight you. So I don't know. Yeah, and just these tweets like this just doesn't make your case any better. Like, once again, this tweet is awful. Like. But yeah, I'm tired of talking about this as well. I just got annoyed when I saw like the whole like people just gaslighting. Like when this guy made this tweet, that really annoyed me. Like you mean to tell me like you're on Twitter just as much as I am possibly? You didn't see any of these tweets from this guy that people posted about the Starfield controversy? So I'm gonna conclude it right here. But definitely want to see your thoughts down below. Leave a like this video. As always, thanks for watching and peace.